Okay, Dasher, I gotta go to work. Morning, Mark. Well, good morning, all. Welcome to Herd Over Coffee. Is passion enough? I don't know. Let's talk about it. But first, I have a whole bunch of announcements to make. Things are finally beginning to break loose a little, thank goodness. Uh, First off, the Capital City Public Market will kind of extend their Wednesday night market and have a few people down there. See if we can make this work. My friends, the McClaskeys, will be there. Chris Carlson, who wanders in and out of the show now and then, will be down there. Molly Mahoney, selling her amazing seasonings. I'm guessing about 25, 30 of the merchants out of maybe 100 will be there. I will not be there. I can't figure out a way to make my coasters and artwork to be essential enough to take up a space from somebody who really needs it. So I'm probably going to get to the market someplace in June when we move back to Boise. So I'm really, really excited that the markets are starting to open up. And another big announcement. Kind of good news, bad news for the Herd Over Coffee crew, but starting next Saturday, Dawson Taylor downtown is going to reopen. They've remodeled. It's just beautiful. They managed to keep the flavor and feel of the old coffee shop with a new modern update look with some stainless steel and some wood. It looks really good. I was lucky enough to go in there yesterday. And they are going to show several of my pieces, including... See if I can bring it up. Including this beautiful piece. This, I call it Freakin' in the Rain. And I have it, this one is 40 inches by 60 inches, so 3.5 by 5 feet. And it will be on display, along with several other large images at Dawson Taylor. And you remember the photograph that I had back here? It's gone. Don't know if you noticed, of the family, of the foal, the mirror, and probably the stallion behind it. That will be going to the Eagle Frame, to Eagle Art Gallery at Finer Frames. So things are finally beginning to break loose a little. I'm really excited about these shows. And in addition to that, my main gallery, the Art Source Gallery, will be opening somewhere around next week, maybe the following Monday, not this coming Monday, but the following Monday. So maybe I can finally begin to make a little money. That's all good news. The bad news is, with all that going on, I'm going to have to quit doing these every day. I'll leave the setup up, and I'll probably try to pick a day. It might be a Monday or Monday's not very good. Maybe a Tuesday, and I'll continue to do them weekly, but to be able to write the show, produce the show, screw up all the technical stuff, there's just no way I can do that every day starting at 9:30. For one thing, my gallery shifts start at 10. The market actually starts at 9:30, so there's just no way that I will be able to do these every day. But I will continue to do them because I really love this group. I love the people that we've gathered together. Okay, enough about me. Let's talk about you. Is passion enough? Passion is really important. We always hear, do what you want. If you do what you want, you'll never have to work a day in your life. And here, I'm having a little trouble with focus. So, it's really important to have passion. But passion is not enough. You have to have passion and purpose. So just passion. So let's define what we mean by passion before we look at that. As usual, I went to the Webster's online dictionary, and it says passion is any powerful or emotion or feeling, love or hate. So hate can be a passion. So sometimes, if you hate something enough, you don't have to do it. Or if you hate something enough, it motivates you to do something else. Passion is important. And how about enough? I'm not sure we talk about the is that an adverb? Somebody who's smarter than I am about English, tell me what enough is in the sentence passion is enough. Enough. What is enough? Is enough just getting by? Can be for some people. Enough is plenty for some. Some of us want more. We want bigger. We want better. That's a goal that many of us have tried to achieve. I'm not sure that's necessarily the right thing, but enough. So, is passion enough? Is what we're going to talk about today. I am a big fan of passion. I'm not saying that it's not a wonderful thing, but Millie has it very well here. I'm glad you're here, Mill, because I thought about you a lot in this. Passion, purpose, and perseverance. Had a little trouble with that one. Passion by itself is not enough. I'm a big fan of passion. I love my photographs, and I'm working towards passion in my writing. Not that you could tell yet, but I'm really, really going on. Denise wants it all. Yeah. Well, it's wonderful to want it all, Denise, but it's very, very hard. You can't have it all. You have to pick. I once had a car dealer that I was selling ads to, and I said, "How many customers you want?" He said, "I want them all." And I said, "You're going to need a bigger parking lot because you can't have it all. You can have enough, and you can have a lot, but you can't have it all, unfortunately. You have to pick and choose." So I'm a big fan of passion, but it also takes, to be truly successful, it takes some luck, it takes a lot of grit, and it just takes plain hard work. That perseverance that my friend Millie, who has more grit and more perseverance, who is going to come out of this whole COVID problem stronger than ever because she's had to do some adjustments. I also had a discussion with a friend of mine who owns a bar in McCall. She's worried about her employees. She may not open even when she gets a chance to open in June because she can't figure out a way to make her business successful and still care for the people that she serves and her customers. Very difficult. It takes more than just passion. It takes hard work to be enough. It also takes skill. If you're good at something, you can learn it, but it takes some basic skills. No amount of just pure work is going to help you get by. I'm going to throw this up, Denise. All right. I commend you for trying, but you can't have it all because there's always going to be somebody who has more. Just kind of how that works. Bill Gates probably looks at Bloomberg and say, "Man, I wish I had as much as he did." But you got to strive for that. You got to aim for that. That's really important. We all have seen that person on America's Got Talent, who's been told his whole life he can sing, and he's wonderful, and he gets up on stage, and he dances, and he's off key, and he can't really dance, and it doesn't matter how much passion he has. Simon's going to hit that big red X and he's going to be out of there. So it takes more than just passion. It takes some talent. It takes some skill. And it takes perseverance. I love that word. Yeah, let's throw that one up too. Oops. There we go. Yeah, try being a hairstylist through this. Try being a photographer up until, and really until next week. Every one of my galleries. I've got a friend, Zella Bardsley, who had 12 galleries close on her over the course of about a week. For a lot of us, it is not easy. It's all really tough, In business and in relationships, you have to have demand. You have to create something that people want. I am passionate about rust, and I am passionate about old trucks, and I love them. But, I can understand why there are people who don't want a rusted old Ford truck in their front room. I think they're wrong. Yeah, all right. Let's throw this one up, too. So Cindy has a little different view. We cannot have it all. I'm sorry. Our world is infinite. We can have anything we want, but we cannot have it all. And you're right. I might be a little bit confusing and confused in my message. This is not only true of business. It's also true of relationships. You have to have something that people want. And that, a little bit like yesterday, to be a friend, you have to. To be a friend, you have to have a friend, you have to be a friend. Doesn't matter how nice you are. There are going to be people that don't like you. There are people that don't like me. Can you believe that? Believe me, I can believe it. I come across as a little bold to some people. Sometimes I'm not bold enough. But almost everything I do with passion. You know, you have to create something in yourself or in your relationships that people want. A lot of my work just isn't everybody's taste. It's a little rustic, it's a little rough. I love it. And I'm lucky enough that some people do, but not everybody loves it. So I cannot sell everything to everybody. So I have in here that I need to stop and take a look at the comments because I get going and I don't always pay as much attention to you all as I should. I love you, Zig. Bless your heart. There we are. I know you guys can read this, but I get looking at this screen and I miss this one. So, man, I appreciate the comments. It really what's make this go. And somebody up there said that they will miss it. I believe it was Ziggy. I'm gonna really miss this show when it ends. So next Friday is the last one. So we'll try to do something special. So, I'm sorry, but passion is not enough. It's just not enough. That's just the facts. You're going to have to work at stuff. And that's really, really the key here. That's what I'm telling you. It takes grit. It takes luck. It takes wisdom. In the modern times, we're told to follow our dreams. That Maria Kondo woman says that if it doesn't provide you passion or love, throw it away. Well, I don't know about that. There are some things that have value. I'm not sure that cleaning your closets and throwing everything out is exactly the right thing to do. But if you do it with passion, it's important. So what we need to do, it's really, we're just so locked in to following our passions. If you're lucky, they say, if you have a job you love, you'll never work a day in your life. No, that's self-serving. I don't care. I love photography. I love my job, but there are days when I have to work. I know that Millie loves Repop. She goes into that store and she loves her customers. She loves her products. But she has to work. Kamala, a hairstylist, man, I'm sure that she's really missing her customers, but I'll bet there are days when it doesn't matter how much passion you have, it's still work. Follow your passion, follow your dreams. I'm not saying not to. But don't assume that just because you're passionate about something, that it's enough. You're going to have to work. Sorry. Don't want to be hard or harsh. So, without hard work, I've written this down. I actually write some of this stuff down. Without hard work, all the passion in the world is worthless. I love photographer. I really do. But it's worthless if I don't put in the work. I've spent most of the week in the studio. Yes, Millie, you're a great example of someone who has serious passion, but you also put in the work. So, passion is not enough. Just not. It's a great start, but there will be rough patches. Passion will help you get over those rough patches. But you need skill and you need talent, which you might be able to learn. You might be able to acquire some of those skills. You need the grit. You need the discipline. You need the stick-to-itness we talked about so very much. It's passion plus purpose plus that word that I can't say. Perseverance? Perseverance. There you go. All right. So let me get to some announcements here. I've told you already about the market opening. I've told you about the, I put this one up. Man, I'm so excited about this. Dawson Taylor, how cool is that? I'm going to be on the walls, great big walls, great big pieces. I wish I could have a big grand opening and invite everybody, but we're not still at that point. I think they're going to be open just for pickup and takeout. But man, I can hardly wait to get that going. It's going to be very cool. And, as I said, this beauty will be at Finer Frames in Eagle. If you're in that neighborhood, wander in and stop by. I'm going to take it out this morning. And then another announcement, the League of Indistinguished Gentlemen, Tony Moody and Robert Riddle and I are going to go out and see if we can find a different band of wild horses today. So maybe I'll have some photographs for tomorrow. Man, I can hardly wait. I got to admit, I've been enjoying this time off, but I also am really digging the fact that we get to get back to all of this stuff. Do I have one more? I almost forgot. I promised you the Photo Friday preview. So here it is. These are lilacs. My mother loved lilacs. Mother's Day is coming up. I miss her greatly. My sister is on here. I'm sure she misses her also. This was taken in my backyard a couple of days ago when it was raining. You can see one little raindrop on this. I'm really happy with how this photograph is taken with my iPhone in my backyard. Don't talk about passion. You don't have to have a lot of fancy equipment to follow your passion. I really like this. Strangely enough, though, this used to be outside my bedroom. I'm allergic to lilacs, so I've never smelled them. Well, I can't say I've never smelled them. I have not smelled them in a long time. My friend Melissa Nodzu came over and harvested some of the white lilacs for some of her wonderful, what do you call them? I don't know. Essential somethings, oils, textures, smudges, something like that. Not exactly sure what she calls them. All right, my friends. What a fun show. I so appreciate you all. I'm right at the 45-minute mark, which is where I want to be. If you have a job you love, you will never work a day in your life. It's not true. You have to have work to pursue your passion. But I hope you do. I really hope you all have a chance to pursue your passion. I will be back tomorrow for Saturday. I'm thinking of opening it up tomorrow for questions. So if you have some questions about what I do, and I got to warn you, if you don't bring any questions, I'm going to do bad jokes. So come up with some questions, would you? Thank you all. I appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow. It's a Heard Over Coffee. I am David R. Day. Find more about me at YouTube, David R. Day, Boise, or www.davidrday.com. See you tomorrow.